Sweden and Finland lodged a joint application to join NATO just weeks after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The alliance welcomed Finland earlier this month, but Sweden's application has yet to be approved by NATO members Turkey and Hungary. Ankara has accused Sweden of harbouring groups it considers pro-Kurdish terrorists, which Sweden denies. Since the NATO application, Kurdish groups in Sweden have staged anti-Turkish demonstrations, protesting any deal with what they call a fascist government in Turkey. But Sweden's Prime Minister said he hoped next month's presidential elections in Turkey could mark a turning point.
Now we're waiting for the Turkish elections. I think everyone realizes that there is a substantial role in this, which is about Turkish domestic politics, and that is fully understandable. That's how it is in most countries.
Sweden is set to introduce a new anti-terrorism law, which it hopes will persuade Turkey to approve its NATO application. Turkey has so far given a measured response.
Of course, they have taken some steps, but they are not enough. We are expecting additional efforts in the coming period.
NATO hopes that Sweden's application is ratified in time for the alliance's annual summit in July.
It will depend more on whether, in the aftermath of the elections, irrespective of who wins, the Turkish authorities will be able to say to themselves and to the public at large that some of Turkey's expectations from Sweden have been met in terms of the implementation of that very law.
Domestic issues trump foreign policy in Turkey's election campaign, and that could benefit Sweden's NATO application, says Koşkun.
Especially now, in the aftermath of the earthquakes and the economic circumstances in Turkey, it has even decreased even more. In that sense, I don't think, as far as the public opinion is concerned, or as far as the interest of the political parties in Turkey is concerned, it's a leading topic that there is attention on. And I think that alleviates the domestic political pressure on the issue, which should facilitate a solution post-election.
Turkish opposition parties have rallied behind a single candidate, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, in an effort to unseat incumbent President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. An opposition win could benefit Sweden.
They've made it clear that they will underline Turkey's place within NATO, within the Western security architecture.
Meanwhile, Hungarian lawmakers say they are blocking Sweden's NATO bid over its recent criticism of their country's democratic credentials. Analysts say Turkey's approval of Sweden's bid would likely pressure Hungary to do the same. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.